It was Charles Darwin who introduced us to the idea of sexual selection. And nothing can be a better example of that than the magnificent Indian peacock, displaying its amazing train of feathers during the courtship display. As the oscillated feathers emerge from the bushes, a group of peahens in his territory notices the movement. Although not all of them appear interested in his activity, he manages to capture the attention of a few. One of the peahens seemed more curious as she started walking towards him, probably indicating her reproductively available status. The eye spots in the upper train serve as a long-distance attraction signals, whereas the lower train eye spots are crucial in capturing their attention once the peahen is closer. As she approaches, he feels motivated and proceeds further to lure her for mating. First, he turns around to give her a 360-degree peek of his amazing train coverts. And then, facing her, he shakes his wings repeatedly to retain her attention. Well, a peahen doesn't get easily wooed by these tricks of a peacock, as she looks for a certain specific components when selecting a mate. Interestingly, she only spends a portion of time looking at him and more on the environment. However, in those few glances, she acquires crucial details about the courting peacock. To the human eye, the entire courtship display is aesthetically pleasing and visually stunning. However, it is intriguing to speculate on the type of information peahens derive from the train covers. Perhaps a longer train, one with a greater number of eye spots, signifies better health, a higher social status, and consequently desirable genes that can be passed on to their offspring. One rejection did not deter him, as he continued with the courtship, now presenting himself to other potential mate within his territory. With his fanned out trains, he starts chasing peahens, rattling his feathers more vigorously. Sadly, other peahens also rejected his advances. A sense of desperation creeps in. Despite a couple of setbacks, he hasn't relinquished hope of finding a mating partner and persists with the courtship display. While he is still displaying his ornaments, its impact has definitely waned. Ignoring his display, peahens remain occupied with their foraging activities. Couple of peahens again comes closer, only to pass by him as if they don't even want to look at him. This is definitely heartbreaking for him, and gradually his enthusiasm dwindles. And for one more final time, he looks around in the territory in the hope of finding a mate. As another peahen passes by, he half-heartedly rattles his trains. Disappointed, he folds his wings and starts to look towards the peahen as they leave the site of courtship display. The idea of sexual selection was first proposed by Charles Darwin back in 1871, who defined it as the advantage which certain individuals have over other individuals of the same sex and a species solely in respect of reproduction. In simple terms, it is typically females that are more choosy and males that are more competitive. However, what exactly does a female peafowl chooses remain an area of ongoing scientific exploration and understanding.